and we work closely together on a major issue at a time when Somalia is finding itself and its roots back to the nations of the world. We are particularly pleased and thank you colleagues on the ground who are doing an outstanding work and have a very solid working relationship with the support on the security and the police support. We thank you on the humanitarian and development support that you've been rendering to Somalia. But the issue that stands most is that a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, when we started this journey, you've seen things that other nations haven't seen, other entities and institutions have seen. You've seen that the new leadership and the new Somalia now is finding its way and reforming its nation. An economic reform agenda that you've been with us from day one that now is about to deliver a debt relief and arrears clearance very soon. A security sector reform agenda that no one believed when we started, that now every soldier of this country is biometrically registered and no more cash payment. And police reform agenda that now is being aligned with the military operations that we're gaining ground and momentum, not only taking towns but holding territories simply because parts of the support you've been providing. The regional and economic integration that you've also been providing, which also is an essence of your role and leadership. We commend you and your colleagues for the leadership that you've shown. Somalia has taken a responsibility, and we are building our nation slowly but steadily. And we are answering very difficult questions in terms of political reform, economic reform, social service reform, and other agendas. And for that, it is very telling that you're here today. And that again is a manifestation of the commitment and the dedication your leadership and your people on the ground have shown. So Frederica, welcome on behalf of the President and myself. We're very pleased to welcome you, and we look forward to be working with you and your team.
Thank you very much. A point of personal satisfaction being here in Mogadishu meeting with you. We've met several times in the past years. I think one of the cornerstones of our common engagement has been last year in Brussels during the conference we've hosted to support Somalia. But it's my first time in Mogadishu, and I feel the emotion and the honor of being here finally. And as you said, my presence here on the ground, together with my team and with the European Union team that is every day on the ground here in Mogadishu, is a testimony of friendship, partnership and support. We recognize that Somalia is first and foremost of strategic relevance and importance, not only for Somali people, for the region, for Africa, but also for Europe and for the international community. And since a few years, as you said, we have invested a lot of political capital, also financial resources, to support the reform agenda you have embarked upon with the support of the European Union and the international community in all different sectors. In the economic field, and I'm glad to see that this is delivering some results. You will continue to have all our support to continue achieving these results. On the security sector, and we know how difficult and challenging this is, but also in this fight, we are starting to see some steps in the direction of achievements and things that start to be delivered. And I'm here to encourage and support the steps, not only personally, but with all our teams and also with our civilian and military presence here, that, as you know, is at the service of the implementation of this work on the security reform agenda, but also on the political reform agenda. And we know very well how the three are interlinked. And on the political reform agenda, let me stress how important the review of the provisional constitution is, and how it is important to have democratic institutions that can be strengthened in preparation for regional and general elections over the next 2 years. What is key, obviously, is from our side maintaining our support. And I think all people in this country recognize that the only way of overcoming and managing the challenges that are there, and there are many, nobody knows that better than you, the only way is unity and cooperation, and a sense of responsibility that is shared across the country and beyond the country, across the region and the international community. So my invitation to all people of Somalia, and especially their leaders, is to come together in a spirit of good faith with shared sense of responsibility. Put the interests of peace, security, economic development and democracy of the country first, because so much is at stake. The first results are clearly on the way, and as you said, when a couple of years ago we started investing so heavily in this positive reform agenda for the country, believing in the possibility for this to come true, many were skeptical. And I think it is the best way of injecting some optimism in difficult times to show that some results are coming. So this is not the moment of being distracted or thinking that going backwards can be an option. I think this is the moment for all Somalis to show leadership, as you have been doing, staying strong and focused in a spirit of dialogue and mutual respect, and recognizing that the role of leadership in a country is shared and has as a first responsibility that to deliver to the people in terms of economic opportunities, in terms of security, and in terms of democratic institutions. So you know that you can count on the European Union. We've always been there. We have always been the first and probably most stubborn partner you've had, almost most frank one. Whenever we see things not going in the direction we believe is the one convenient for the country, we're never shy to point that out, but always in a spirit of partnership, respect, cooperation, and ownership on your side. We have been there in the most difficult moments. We are proud to be here today accompanying the country towards a brighter present and future, both on the economic, security, political, but also humanitarian side. You know, we've always invested a lot in that field as well. Today, hopefully, we can work towards some concrete achievements. And as I said, this is the spirit of partnership and friendship that we share. And be sure that the European Union will continue to be at your side, supporting your hard work as you deliver on the results that you have committed to deliver to your own. Thank you. And thank you for the friendship and the warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا وآله وصحبه وسلم. warbaahinta Soomaalida waxaan uga warramaynaa shirkii maanta ka dhacay halkan. Maanta oo bisha May ay tahay 2019 bisha Ramadaan ay tahay 15 waxaa dalka Soomaaliya magaalada madaxda Muqdisho soo booqday markii ugu horeysay gabadha la yiraahdo Federica Mogherini oo ah madaxa arrimaha dibadda iyo amniga ururka midowga Yurub iyo wafdi ballaaran oo ay horkacayso waxay Madam Mogherini la yeelatay shir ra'iisul wasaaraha dowladda federaalka Soomaaliya Xasan Cali Khayre sidoo kaleeto xubnaha wafdigeeda iyaguna waxay la kulmeen xubnaha ka tirsan xukuumadda Soomaaliya oo laga wada hadlay arrimaha horumarinta iyo arrimaha amniga ra'iisul wasaaraha iyo Mogherini iyagu waxay yeesheen kulan gaar ah kabacdina waxay la hadleen saxaafadda marka warkay saxaafadda kula hadleen ayaan soo koobaya soo ururinaya ra'iisul wasaaruhu wuxuu madaxa arrimaha dibadda iyo amniga ururka midowga Yurub iyo ururka midowga Yurub uga mahadnaqay taageerada joogtada ay la garab taagan yihiin ummadda Soomaaliyeed iyo dowladda Soomaaliyeed wuxuu tilmaamay inay Yurub ay tahay saaxiibka ugu weyn oo ugu horeeya ummadda Soomaaliyeed leedahay aadna u garab istaagay dhan kasta rumaystayna in Soomaaliya ay horumar gaari karto waqti ay dowlad kale iyo dalal kale ay arrintaas shaki ka qabeen marka arrintaas ayuu ka mahadnaqay wuxuu tilmaamay wuxuu horumar dalka ka suurtagalay dhanka siyaasadda dhanka dhaqaalaha iyo dhanka amniga wuxuuna rajeeyay in xiriirkaasi uu sii socdo u dhaxeeya dadka Soomaaliyeed iyo ummadaha Yurub ama ayagoo sii maraya ururkooda iyo dowladda Soomaaliya Mogherini iyaduna sidoo kale waxay tilmaantay sida ugu faraxsan tahay inay timaado xamar inay Muqdisho timaado inay Soomaaliya timaado waxay aad u ammaantay horumarka Soomaaliya ka socda iyo guulaha u suurtagalay dhan kasta waxay ballan qaaday inay European Union uu garab taagnaan doono midowga Yurub sidoo weligiis garab taagnaan doono ummadda Soomaaliyeed si uu u dhiiriyo oo u sii socoto horumarka uu dalku ka gaarayo dhanka dhaqaalaha siyaasadda nabadgelyada waxay tilmaantay inay Soomaaliya leedahay hoggaan siyaasadeed oo wanaagsan oo dhab ka tahay in dalku uu horumar gaaro in Soomaaliya ay ka gudubto waqtiga adkaa ee soo martay European Union-kuna ay diyaar u yihiin in arrintaas ay gacan ka geystaan inay garab istaagaan. Waa mahadsantihiin.